Trojan, high-risk condoms. When you know that bitch has something.
Yeah, dude.
Believe it or not, my movie career started before Jackass, all the way back in 1998. Because after I graduated from clown college, I signed up with an agency to book clown gigs, and they got me this movie deal for a movie called Palmer's Pickup, directed by Christopher Coppola. I really thought I did a great job in that movie, but when it came out, they had replaced my voice.
Come on, guys, come on!
I only had one scene, but it was a fight scene, and I really made it count.
You're messing with the big time!
Did a front flip, got my ass beat, did a backflip off a car, and fire breathing. I was so excited to shoot that scene because at that point my plan was to become a stuntman. And then of course Jackass came out, and then all of a sudden I was hanging out with actual famous people like Val Kilmer. So one time I was partying with Val while he was working on a movie called Blind Horizon. And I told him I wanted to be in the movie and say the line, "Don't make me make you kick my ass." And we laughed, and I decided that that meant I was going to be in the movie, and I actually showed up to the set, like, to the horror of everybody involved, and I just insisted on being in the movie.
Don't make me make you kick my ass. Okay.
And they were like, fuck it. And so they put me in, and I'm in the credits as a guy wearing hat in final scene. It wasn't a big part. And then in 2005, a few of my buddies and I made a film called National Lampoons TV the Movie. It was a bunch of sketches and parodies of commercials and TV shows, and it was a pile of shit, but it did have its moments, like the Trojan high-risk condoms commercial.
Trojan, high-risk condoms. When you know that bitch has something.
There was a parody of Miami Vice with Wee Man and Tony Cox.
Would a cop do that? Yeah!
I was a drug dealer who they bust.
Miami Vice, suckers!
Oh shit! And a chase ensues.
Think that hurt? Fucking shot me, dick!
I did a parody of MTV Cribs called Pads, and interestingly, we did not dress up my apartment for that. That was what my apartment looked like that day. The craziest thing about TV the Movie is that while it had real stars like Danny Trejo, Clifton Collins Jr., Jason Mewes, Judd Nelson, and steveo was top billing. How about that? The reality, though, is that I was on drugs for that whole movie. And so the big finale scene, which was a parody of interventions, it actually wasn't that funny because I truly needed an intervention.
Fuck my family. Fuck you, fuck my family, and fuck you, dude.
Once TV the Movie came out, you could say I was a real commodity in this town. But still, I wanted to be very selective about the roles I took. So I didn't even shoot another movie until 2007, when I made the vampire movie Sunset Society with Ron Jeremy.
Tickle my pickle, I'll be your vampire. I'm not a vampire. Oh man, I seen it.
Then of course I got sober in 2008, and I wouldn't actually film another acting role until 2013. Yeah, you see, I had just launched my YouTube channel, and all of a sudden the big agencies wanted to represent me in the digital space. So I signed with the one agent who said, "Hey man, I got you a movie role with Samuel L. Jackson. Got to get on an airplane tomorrow, got your first class tickets." And I was like, hell yeah. Packed up my gimp suit and flew to Atlanta. Even though by this point I was a seasoned veteran actor, I have to say that working with Samuel L. Jackson did make me a little nervous. Of course, that didn't read on camera. I nailed it.
I just want to be normal.
You're Prescott. Prescotts don't cry. Why is she crying?
Her struggle to find her own identity? The emotional turbulence of a first crush? Maybe she watched The Notebook one too many times.
That movie was called Barely Lethal. And some of the stars, Jessica Alba, Haley Steinfeld, Sophie Turner, we got together to promote it, and that was when Sophie Turner kicked me right in the nuts. Ready? And you know that promotion was effective because Barely Lethal soared right past the movie theaters, straight to video on demand. And my acting career was en fuego. I immediately booked another role 4 years later for Netflix in a movie called Game Over Man. I gotta say, that was some of my best work. I masterfully played myself.
Man, I get it. This is a prank. It's just kind of dark. Knock so you can come out now. Steve, you okay?
And all jokes aside, a lot of people saw that movie on Netflix, so I could argue that my films have become more impressive as I've gone. And the point of all this? I got a new movie coming out from a studio called Lionsgate. It's called Guest House, and I play a crazy guy named Shred who owns a skateboard company, and I got the trailer for you. I need you to watch it right now by clicking here. Why? Because the studio is watching how much traffic this trailer gets, because that's very important. So please help me and my buddies out by watching that trailer. Fucking watch it right now.